Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome to my nightmare. Today we're going to talk about why you don't buy cheap long arms. And actually this one wasn't a cheap one. It's just a terrible one. When I bought the Jeep, my TJ, there it is right there, which I'm trying to get out of the garage today so I can go down to work for the motor and paint. I knew it had a FabTech kit. I knew it needed some joints. I was hoping it needed one or two. And when I started getting into them, you know, they all have play. And at 60 bucks a joint, you know, times 16, I'm not putting 800 bucks into this garbage kit. So I took a look at it, and this is just why you don't buy FabTech, Rough Country, and in my opinion, Metal Cloak. That might ruffle some feathers, but their joints are garbage. But these joints are most definitely garbage. So this one here, and this happens in everything, and lots of kits, especially where I live, you know, where there's salt and nastiness. The bolt is seized in your centering ball. Now the centering ball, obviously, look at all the slop and play. The way this works, and let me go through this real quick. So I bought this. I knew it needed a couple joints. I bought a couple joints. You know, I spent 200 bucks, bought four. I said, okay, this is kind of where I draw the line. Anything past that, I'm ripping it off, and I'm gonna put something else on it. You know, either $1,000 Rough Country just to sell it and get it out the door, or an $1,800 rock crawler and do it the right way. I can't go back to short arms because the lower control arms are all cut off. So it leaves me with long arms, which is not the end of the world because a couple soft spots in the frame outside of where these the center mounts up. So kind of keeps the structural rigidity of the frame. You know, I'm not worried about the frame flexing because everything is off the what do you call it? The skid, basically. So anyway, what I was going to bring up was the failure point on a lot of these. The small one is what it is. It needs replaced. I wasn't going to mess with it because once I had to cut this, it's whatever. But you might be able to see the washer that retains that centering ball. It actually cones out. And what happens then is once it cones out, it allows you to, do I have any cups here? See, this is how it kind of works. You have a cup on either side, and this is one side of the cup. See, the centering ball goes in there. And what happens is when they're pressed together, this is nice and tight. But as they move apart, you get play. Well, when this cones out, it allows those bushings to spread and allows the centering ball to move. The guy that had the Jeep before me was like, yeah, I bought you bushings. The bushings come with it. Yeah, that's for a short arm. They're worthless to me. They don't even fit in these arms. Because if I could have, I would have just thrown them in. And not worried about flexing it too much. I only have 3.5-inch lift shocks on it. I don't have anything crazy. So, but anyway, that allows sideways movement. Well, at 60 bucks a pop, there's nothing wrong with this centering ball. There's no wear on it. And I was looking at these, the cups, and there's really no wear on them either. The reason I'm getting play is due to this washer coning out. So, I don't know how long this will hold up for. We're going to give it a try. But on the larger ones, because you have a little beefier washer, you can see my punch marks. I don't know, it might be more obvious on the other side. Yeah, you can see my punch marks. I went around and I flattened the washer. And once I flattened the washer, these tighten right up. You know, I can't even move it right now, which is good. It means it's tight. I don't know how long that'll hold up for. Obviously, you know, here's the washers that you pull out of them. They're not small. This one wasn't coned. This one's a good example. I don't know how well you can see that. Focus. Look how coned. That should be flat. So once that starts to cone out, it allows these to spread and then gives you sideways play. And once you get the sideways play, you also have all kinds of play. So that's what we're dealing with. It's just a crummy design, maybe. Maybe it's an old kit. I don't know. But what I do know is I'm not buying all new joints for this piece of junk kit. The geometry on it's meh. I mean, if I go that far, spend more than what I've spent, I'm just going to buy either a rock crawler kit, and I'm going to keep this Jeep forever, or I'm going to buy a cheapo long arm upgrade and kick this thing on down the road, and I'll be able to say, hey, brand new arms, brand new joints, brand new long arm, and it won't be wrong. I have new springs, new shocks, new arms, new skid. That would essentially be a brand new kit. So, and I just had the it's back there somewhere, the new rock crawler track bars in, so I can get rid of the garbage FabTech track bar that is way underbuilt, and these arms are way underbuilt. They're super light, and granted that's an upper, but even, you know, the lowers, there's just nothing to them. They're super thin and they're junk, and I don't recommend this kit ever to anyone. So, all right, guys, I'll update as I keep going, but that's my little trick for keeping garbage joints going. Did I do it on this one? I replaced. It was too far gone. That's probably what that one coned one came out of. This one, it looks like I tapped that one flat again. You can see a couple of my marks. When I say a couple of my marks, like right here, I tapped it down. Basically just flattened the washer again. So we'll see if that works. I don't know. It's worth a try. Take care, everybody.